Hey everyone, welcome to another tier list video. This one is one I've been wanting to make for a long time and I finally got the chance to make it. So I've actually created my own tier list for iced coffees, and as you can see, this is Australian iced coffee. So I have tried to go on all the iced coffees that are accessible from the supermarket in Australia. I may have missed some, so I'm always happy to add any in the comment section if you see any that aren't there that but obviously I haven't tried all of these, so it's going to be interesting. So anyway, let's get started. Let's get into it. So with the tier lists that I made, I've got S tier, A tier, B tier, C, D, trash tier, and never tried before. So starting with Boss Iced Long Black. So that's a Japanese iced coffee in a can. I actually have never tried this before. Same with iced mocha. And I'll also put iced double espresso. I haven't tried either, the blue can, but the ones and iced caramel latte. So these might be good. Let me know in the comments down below if they are, because I will definitely try them one day. I know I can definitely order some iced long black in the 4-pack, so it should be all good. Boss Iced Vanilla Latte. I definitely like this iced coffee in a can, this type, and the iced vanilla latte has a nice little sweetness to it. I'm going to give this an A tier. It's for a canned iced coffee, and it's a bit, if you like your iced coffee a little stronger, it's probably a good brand, this one. Iced latte, again, I'm going to give this, I'll probably give it a lower A tier, because I like the sweetness of the iced vanilla latte. But again, it's a very nice iced coffee in a can. Boss Rainbow Mountain Blend. Now, I had recently tried this just last weekend, and it was a small can. I think it was a 300 milliliter. This is one of the best iced coffees I've ever had, like from a store. It was amazing. Unfortunately, I can only seem to get the 4-packs at the my local IGA. They don't do it at Coles or Woolies or Aldi. They have them at IGA, but they're quite expensive, so you have to get them on special often, or you can obviously get them online from the actual company. I think it's Suntory, if that's how you pronounce it, but they do them in like 24 packs, because this stuff you don't need to chill. This must be long life milk, and for a nice coffee to be not fresh milk in a can, it's pretty impressive that I give this an S tier. But the fact of the matter is, it has a very nice strong coffee taste, that one, and I think it's, I'm trying to think if it was Colombian. You'd have to pull me up if it's not, but I thought it was, but that's where they source the beans, but I could be wrong. But I know that it is a bean somewhere like that, and it's just such a lovely blend, that one. So it's quite strong. If you like your iced coffee strong, you'll like the Rainbow Mountain Blend Boss iced coffee, Japanese iced coffee in a can. Champ iced coffee. This one is from Aldi. You can get this. It used to be called Ram, and it has the same flavor. I'm not sure if the company just changed brand names or what happened there, but I'm going to give this a C. It's very sweet. I prefer it, actually, the flavor over the Breaka and what's the other one? Oak. And actually, funny enough, it's cheaper anyway, so I always tend to pick one up every now and then, and I'm going to be doing a review soon on it, so I did pick one up. But generally I stay away from the sweeter ones like these nowadays. Now, interestingly enough, for this one, I've just done a review on it that I got to put out soon on my channel for Norco. It's a double shot, and it's 100% Australian farmer owned milk. This one, it was such a nice creamy blend, and I would definitely give this a high B. It was a bit sweet for my liking. It's a bit like Farmers Union. But for a sweet one, the milk was so good, like Norco milk. is some of the best milk. It was not watered down at all. So I would definitely, and yeah, like as I've been saying, I got a review coming out. Already had a bit of it, but it's got 39.6 grams of sugar in it. So yeah, it's not something I would have every week, but it's definitely one I would have now and again when I don't have a coffee out or something, and I'm in a pinch. I would, if that's all they had there, that would be the one I'd choose with the other, sugary drinks probably. Ice Break, what's this one? No added sugar, I think. Espresso. This one I've had a lot recently, and I would actually, now I'm not a big advocate of no sugar stuff because of the crap it has in it when it's no sugar, but for iced coffee, if you're having one now and again, it is nice to have less sugar, because when you have them nowadays, it's like the amount of sugar's crazy. Like, when you've grown up as a kid having it, it's a bit different to now when you're an adult, and you can't have as much sugar. So I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna give it like I don't like it over the original. I'll probably put it here actually. Now that I've had this one, I think it's nice, but I definitely wouldn't go and get it. Like, I'd get it now and again when these are sold out, I would get it, but yeah, I wouldn't have this much. And Ice Break, it's an absolute classic, so we're doing the regular now. So I've grown up with this as a kid. For nostalgia purposes, I'm putting it as an A, but for actual flavour, the milk quality is not the greatest. The coffee is actually quite nice in it, but the flavour, is very nice. But the thing that I don't like is the amount of sugar in it. It's just, like, I have one of these now, and it's like, man, like, the sugar's just too much. So I probably would give it probably a B, but because it's such a nostalgic drink for me, I grew up as a lot of people did, having iced coffee, and a lot of the tradies still have it. It's an Aussie staple, that one. The Ice Break Extra Shot, I'd give that after regular strength. I prefer regular strength. This one sometimes just gives me a headache with him, because it's got the same amount of sugar, I'm pretty sure, and it's stronger. So it's like this strong, sugary iced coffee. The flavour's not as nice. Again, if they're sold out of this one, and they don't have this one, I'll probably get that. If they're sold out of these, if they're sold out of this one, I'll get that one, is what I'm trying to say, sorry. So I'd get that over this one. So yeah, I don't really get Ice Break much, but if I'm in a pinch, I'll get one for a treat, like every now and again. Nippy's Iced Coffee. So this is a classic as well as a kid. What am I going to give this? I'll give it up in front of Ice Break, because I like that it's long life. You can get them at the shops on the shelf there. Don't need to put them in the fridge straight away, and they're good for like on the road when you like just pack one, in your bag or a little rucksack type thing. And the flavor's quite nice. It's a nice creamy. It's a different sort of flavor, full of sugar, but it's a smaller drink, and it's just got a nice little creaminess to it that the others don't have. It's like a distinct flavor that people probably would understand if they're into iced coffee. Haven't tried browns. When I went to school, like in high school, they had browns, and I tried the chocolate, and I think honeycomb was amazing. But unfortunately, a Choc honeycomb. But unfortunately, I never got to try the iced coffee, even though they had iced coffee and vanilla also. I think it's I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was a Western Australian brand, but I could be wrong. So here you've got, what is it, iced coffee chill, smooth traditional iced coffee. So I think that's the one that was at Tuck Shop. Coffee chill double strong, sorry. Yeah, so it's a strong one. Chill no sugar, so just no sugar. And this one chill charge triple espresso, so that's the most potent one. I don't know how potent it would be though, because I remember it being quite a weak, it had a weaker it would have a weaker flavour, I reckon, like a Breaka or something, but I could be wrong. What else we got here? So getting into the Dare, so premium brand for most iced coffee enjoyers who like the store-bought stuff, the sweet. When I say iced coffee too, I mean to say it is pretty much like flavoured coffee milk, sugary flavoured coffee milk, but a lot of them that are coming out now tend to be more like filtered iced coffee, which is a nice breath of change. So Dare Espresso, I'm not a big fan of the single espresso. I'm going to give it like a low B. Obviously a classic one though. Hazelnut Dare limited edition. This is an S tier for me. If I'm going to say what sweet drink I like, the Hazelnut Dare is amazing. Like, it's because like if you're going to get the sweet drink, I would rather just go all out and get something I like really like as a sweet drink. And it's almost not like, it's a latte flavor, but it's not really like, it's like a hazelnut sort of with a little bit of coffee, but it's amazing. And I can't really get it much. I don't know if people have had trouble getting it, but I know at my service stations they usually have that. So if I haven't had a sugary drink in like 2 weeks or something, I'll often pick one up if my missus is there filling up, or I'll get it Uber Eats or whatever in late night when I'm gaming or something. Dare Double Espresso, it's a classic. I'm gonna have to give it an S tier. I was going to give it a high A, but it's just such a nice flavour, and it's just a classic if you like iced coffee, if you like sweet iced coffee, and you like it strong, a little bit stronger, you'll love this one. Intense Espresso, I think I've only had it once and it gave me a bit of a headache. It's the sugar and the strength, it just sort of, I'd rather have something without the sugar if I'm going to have the intense version of it, but it's still better than espresso in my opinion, the single shot. Mocha is an S tier, and I'm going to put it ahead of hazelnut and double espresso. It is the best flavoured Dare in my opinion, by a mile. It is like what you want in a sugary coffee drink. A little bit of chocolate, like that nice. It's not even like that it's chocolate though. It's like just this nice mocha flavour, obviously, but chocolate, coincides with being a mocha. But it's just if you know Dare, probably mocha is one of your favourites, and I know they're always at my like local supermarkets. They're always like out of stock because that one and double espresso are like the go-tos. And the no sugar one, which is coming up. So caramel latte, I'm not a massive fan of actually. I'd probably put it above Champ obviously, but it's just a bit too sweet for me, and I'm not a huge caramel lover with drinks. I don't mind caramel in my desserts, but in a drink I'm not a huge fan. Double espresso, no sugar, is obviously it's got a different flavour, but I'd still give it an S tier. I'm trying to think, would I put it ahead, because I would only get that now if I ever do get it, just because that's a bit too sugary for me now. I know my line of thinking, you're probably thinking, well, why the hell would you have this one ahead and that one with way more sugar? But it's more the flavour of just a coffee drink. I like it less sugary, but if it's got an extra hint of something else and it changes the flavour, then I prefer the sugar, like, Hazelnut Mocha is the sugary one. Triple espresso, I'm going to give ahead of intense. I actually prefer this one over intense. And if I'm in a pinch, back in the day when these were out and they had this one, I'd always get triple. So that was like my go-to. I'd probably actually rate it ahead of Ice Break, definitely. Not ahead of Boss, but I'd have it about here, I reckon. Peanut butter, again, you wouldn't think this. I love peanut butter, so it doesn't taste like peanut butter, but it's just amazing. Like, I wouldn't have it over hazelnut, but the flavour of it with the sweetness, if you've never tried it, Whenever if they re-release it, because I don't know if they have it now, but if they ever do, definitely try it, because it's just an amazing flavour. I really enjoyed it, and I did get one each week when they had the limited edition. I got one once a week. Again, it's probably up there, but Hazelnut probably just edges it out a little for the limited edition dares. Now, I don't know if this, I don't think this is a limited edition, but I don't think we can get this anymore where I'm at in Queensland, where I live in Queensland. But white chocolate mocha, I used to have a fair bit back in the day when I was younger. I'd probably have it actually behind espresso. It's much nicer than the caramel latte, and I sort of wish actually they'd have that more than this one at our stores, because it actually is, it's, in my opinion, it's a better flavour, because I like the mocha flavour, so it sort of gives a little bit of a sweeter version on it, with a vanilla-y sort of, not vanilla-y, but white chocolate, whatever flavour enhancers they put in for that. Lactose-free espresso, well, that goes without saying. I'm going to put that there because I'm actually lactose intolerant, believe it or not, so I torture myself by drinking this stuff, but obviously I don't make plans when I drink it. I don't drink it at work, that's for sure. But when I say lactose intolerant, I'm only mildly, where if I have like a milk drink and then I ate cheese or yogurt, I'm gonna like have an explosion. Or if I just have the milk drink, it's like rolling the dice. If I'm doing activities, I get an upset belly. So I just tend to drink it when I'm like here at home making a video, or if I'm just like chilling out watching a movie, which I've heard a lot of people are like that. So yeah, that's just my life with iced coffee. But lactose free I'd put behind, no sugar. I'd have it over, of course, ahead of dare though, but lactose free milk tends to have more sugar in it, so it's not really the greatest, but make do. Norco Real Iced Coffee Original, I'm going to give this a head of espresso. I actually prefer it to dare espresso as a weaker option. Probably not over ice break, no sugar, because it's very sugary, this one. Double shot I would have over the ice. Actually, I'd have this, I'd prefer this over, I'd have it about there. So if they had that one available, I'd choose that over these. Probably not over triple espresso, but definitely would be considered. Iced coffee caramel, again, as I said, it would probably be nicer than dare. Actually, no, I can't even say I've tried that. I can't say I've tried that, but yeah, I would say it would be about there for me. Triple shot, haven't tried that of Norco. I'd imagine that's a bit stronger. Iced coffee real iced coffee double shot, no sugar. Haven't tried that. That would be interesting. Would be less sweet. Norco. I keep thinking, am I saying Norco or Norco? Hope it's Norco. Norco Real Fuel. So this has got 30 grams of protein apparently. So I don't know if they filter the milk in a way to get the 30 grams, because people often think, oh, they must have put a bit of whey powder, but like, they don't actually need to. It's in the filtering process where the milk is actually kept in a way where the water is, there's not as much water content in it, and the milk is more creamier, or it's more substantial in the protein of that milk. So I'd say that's probably what happens with that one maybe, which is interesting. But I don't know for sure. I'd have to check that out. I know there's a company called Roqueby. I get their protein smoothies, and they have 30 grams of protein in them, and I think they have a iced coffee one I'll have to try one day, but they do that filtering thing where they filter it in a way where it's got the 30 grams of protein naturally. Barista Bros caramel, I would give it a trash, but I'm going to put that in never try before. Barista Bros, this might be, I might get some flack for this, but I actually think it's in the trash department. It's the worst iced coffee I've ever had. It's sweet. The milk tastes like, I don't even know if it's milk. I don't know what the F they do with that, but it just tastes fake to me. And I think that's like mocha. Actually, I don't think I've tried that. But yeah, I think that's mocha. But yeah, no, I definitely... actually, have I tried this one? What is this one? I don't know. I definitely... This is the one I've tried though, and it's trash. Like, legit. It's near the Coke. Anything that's iced coffee and it's near with the Cokes and stuff, I stay well and truly away from, because It ain't that shit ain't natural. But if you like Barista Bros, that's fair enough. For my taste, it's definitely in the trash department. Ice Break lactose free, that is definitely a win. I'm putting it ahead of the regular strength. If I see that, it's very rare I see that though, so yeah, again, I probably wouldn't get it. It'd be super sweet. But yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Ice Break Oak, this is a legendary flavour. I probably... Oh, you know what? Because it's so different, again, because it's a sweet one, as I said, I would always, now that I don't drink as much sweet stuff, I would always get the one that I like the flavour the most, and I don't care how sweet it is if that's the case when I'm treating myself. This flavour of Ice Break is the best Ice Break. Like, I hate to say it, Ice Break lovers, but it's even better than the regular Ice Break. This one, this collaboration with Oak for the mocha is just divine tasting stuff. Really nice. The milk even tastes like it's, I don't know if it's different, but wow, it's really good. Okay, what do we got here? More Ice Break. Single espresso. I think I've tried that once. It was quite strong. I can't remember if it had less sugar. I would probably put this up here next to Norco, and bold espressos even more so. I would probably give it like a high B in front of single espresso. With the other ones, we're getting into the more classier iced coffee options, especially if you're like me, you love iced coffee, but you're like, holy crap, there's a lot of sugar in this stuff. If I'm going to have one a week or two a week, I need to find a better option with less sugar. With the same, you have the milk, the calcium in that, and you get a bit of caffeine buzz if you don't have your coffee. So this brand is amazing. It's called, I think it's called Hunt and Brew. I think that's the brand name. Brazil one, I'm going to give, it's so close. I could almost give this, yeah, I'm going to have to. I was going to leave Rainbow the top dog, but I think it edges it out, the Brazil bean. That one, less sugar, amazing creamy flavour, and not, it doesn't have that sugary taste, but you get that nice coffee flavoured milk, but really nice filtration of it. Like, it doesn't taste any nasties are in it. So that's a Brazilian one. This one is the Australia coffee, something Queensland. For those that might know what that says. I can't read that, but it's got a crocodile on it, and apparently this one is amazing. We unfortunately I've never seen it. I think I might have seen it once at the supermarket, and it was a bit expensive at the time, and then obviously I couldn't get my hands on it again. So I'm hoping one day to do a review on that, because I've heard really good things about it. Colombia coffee, easily an S tier. This one I'd put behind Boss, the flavour of it. I'd definitely rate the Brazilian one the best, I would say, the best being for my taste. Honduras coffee, again, Hunt and Brew, I would give that ahead of Colombia. Put about here. Peru mocha was really nice. I would obviously give this ahead of the Dare mocha, the option. I would always go for this one now with my tastes. Ethiopia coffee, unfortunately I haven't tried that yet, so these are the two in the Hunt and Brew that I need to have a go and try. Again, another one I haven't tried, not Oak, Dare cold pressed coffee strong latte. I really want to give this a go. I don't think I have had it before, and it's got like less sugar in it as a cold pressed one. So one day I'll give that a go. I reckon it'll be pretty good. I would give Oak a D tier. It's just something I grew up as a kid, and it's what got me into iced coffee. But if you want the most basic coffee flavored, it's almost like they just tipped a bit of coffee flavoring into milk and just mixed it. That's what you're going to get with Oak. So it's got a distinct oak flavor. If you like that, you'd probably have it higher, but for me, my taste changed a lot. Breaka I would give after Champ. It's nearly a D maybe, but it's got that nice creaminess to it that I do prefer over Oak. Oak has, for me anyway, it has more of a powdery flavour, but then I've heard people prefer that over Breaka, where Breaka just tastes like more milk. It's like not even really iced coffee. But for me, because they're so weak, I prefer the milkiness of the Breaka. I don't know, it's just my sort of taste, I guess. But if I had to say chocolate oak pitted against Breaka, chocolate oak like kills it like a million. And also the strawberry oak I reckon is way better too, and vanilla oak, amazing. Vanilla and chocolate oak is like, if I was doing a rating of those, that would be S tier for me. That's like, if I ever would get that stuff, it never matters because they're just sugary drinks. So those are like my go-tos. But as far as iced coffee goes, it's pretty shit house for Oak. But Breaka just nudges it. Now this one was called, I think it was like St. Ali or something. Haven't tried it, but that looks interesting, that one. I'll have to give that a go sometime. Starbucks Frappuccino, haven't had. I've seen it at supermarkets, need to review them. Just while we're on Starbucks, I'll just chuck that one in there. Haven't had that. That's a can, I think. Double shot can of Starbucks. Ice Break double espresso. I thought we bold espresso. I don't know if I've tried that actually. I have to give that a go too. Dare iced coffee espresso. Believe it or not, I haven't actually tried it, but if I did, it'd be ahead of this one, obviously. Hang on. Yeah, no sugar Dare espresso. Yeah, I'd have that ahead. Farmers Union, what a classic. Now this one, Norco double espresso, the sugary one, tasted very similar to this in terms of the creaminess of it, and the flavour of the iced coffee. But I would have to say, even though this is creamier and this is more watered down, this is like my favourite carton iced coffee. If I want like, it's your classic one. If you like, back in the day you had like a pie, your tradie, you had your pack of durries, this would be the one you'd get, the Farmers Union experience. Or it could be, if you're New South Welshman, could be a Big M, but no, I think this would be the Farmers Union way, this one. So I'm going to put, and the classic Farmers Union song, it is an amazing song, isn't it? So I'm going to put Farmers Union, I'm actually going to give it an A, and I'm actually going to give it, this is probably unpopular opinion, I'm actually going to give it a high A, because I actually, if I'm going to have a sugary iced coffee, I would honestly say it would be out of Farmers Union or Dare Double Espresso that I would get out of the normal tasting sugary iced coffees. So the ones that are sweetest, those two in particular. Lactose free, have never tried it, but I'd imagine I would either, if they didn't, they're probably never going to have it, let's be real, but if they did, obviously I'd choose that, being lactose intolerant. Iced coffee, almond milk, I would give this trash for sure, but I haven't tried it. Again, first press almond milk, I've had coffee with almond milk and it tastes like ass to me. Like, it just has, I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Like, a lot of my work colleagues have oat milk, because they find that easier, but I've had coffee and almond milk and it's terrible. Like, I don't mind almond milk with things like muesli, about that's it for me. Like, probably muesli with nuts and like healthy stuff with fruit, it's okay. But in a coffee, an iced coffee, hell no. Like, no shot. I've had one almond milk one before because someone got me one accidentally, I think, and it wasn't these ones, but wow, it was terrible. Like literally gagging. And then I went to another place with my missus, and it was one of those natural places that had no milk, like cow's milk, like not even lactose free, and all they had was almond milk out of the options, and I was like, fucking hell, and it tasted so bad. I had to literally throw it in the trash. So it would definitely be trash for me, almond milk iced coffee. I think this one's all press espresso. Haven't tried it. Sounds very interesting. Like maybe it's in line. It's canned one, so maybe it's the Australian. I don't know if it's an Australian company, but maybe it's in line with these Boss iced coffees in a can. Yeah, so that I'll have to try that. Maybe get some shipped to me one day. Big M, because as far as I know, they're not in my they're not at my stores. So I don't know if you know in the comments where I can get them. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll have to get them shipped. But moving on to Big M, this is a classic, I reckon. When I go to New South Wales, I remember my old man would go into the newsagent, Byron Bay there, and he'd get we get a pie, and I get a Big M iced coffee. I'm gonna give this probably. I'll put it up here, just under Norco. I'm gonna actually put Nippy's ahead of that actually, and I'm gonna put this ahead of that. That looks a bit better. And while I'm here, this one, just making it a bit easier. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, Big M, just because of the nostalgia of it, and also I think in terms of the flavour, it's better than all these ones, but it's definitely not better than Farmers Union. Sorry, the Big M lovers, but yeah, it's still up there for sure. And iced coffee Woolworths, I think I tried it once in the fridge and it was dog shit. Actually, I'd give it trash. I'd give it ahead of Barista Bros. That's what I think of Barista Bros. Baristo. Actually, I wouldn't even give it trash. That's been mean. I'd give it behind Oak. It'd given a crack. Australian milk. At least it's milk. That's what I can say. I don't know what's in Barista Bros, but you know. And even then, you're probably thinking, well, why you give that a thing in with the can? But they do something with their milk that's way better than this. The long life stuff. I can't explain it. I really can't. Nedd's iced coffee. Never tried it. That's one I really want to try. So yeah, Nedd's iced coffee. I think that might be a pretty good one to have a go. So this is what it looks like, everyone. My list. So I have the Brazil one. In the lead, that's the top dog for me nowadays. Rainbow, and then you got the other Hunt and Brews, and then you obviously Dare Mocha. You know, some of these other flavors that probably others would definitely, they could even have in the trash department. But for me and my taste, it tastes really nice. I think Break Oak's pretty popular. They're pretty hard to come by, and these ones are, yeah, it goes without saying. Yeah, so I think it's a pretty good list. I got a lot that I gotta try, and I'm gonna be reviewing these. I love iced coffee. I've got to stop drinking it, obviously, because of the sugar, but there's ones that I can still drink from time to time as a treat, because I don't drink Coke and all that stuff weekly. I don't have beer. I don't drink alcohol, really. So it is my treat. That's my sort of treat. So yeah, it's, if you can have the ones with less sugar, it's not as bad. But yeah, let me know what you think. This is my actual tier list that I created, so you can actually find this. I'm going to save that later so I can know how it went, but I'm going to save it and share that on my Twitter. But yeah, Australian iced coffee tier list maker. So it just says all your Aussie favourites, coffee, milk drinks, also known as supermarket iced coffee, because then I wanted to, as I've stated, that, you know, it's not actually proper iced coffee, it is supermarket, but the stuff you're going to get that's closest to iced coffee taste, like literally an iced coffee, is like a cold coffee would be like these Hunt and Brews. And there was another brand that stopped, maybe they just went out of business or they merged with another one, but they used to do like really good cold pressed filtered iced coffee. But yeah, let me know what you reckon. I'm going to share this one, as I said, on my Twitter, and I'm hoping people will enjoy the video for my iced coffee tier list. I'm going to have much more of these. I've got some lined up, some ones with food, you know, anything really. I'm not really shoehorning myself into anything. I'm keeping it very vast and open, so I can just make as many as I want to. And I'll probably even work on these. Like this one took me maybe like 30 minutes to get all the images. But yeah, feel free to use this if you want as well. and I look forward to seeing what you think as an iced coffee fan in Australia, or if you're in America, Europe, Asia, wherever you are. Let me know what you reckon. Probably the Japanese viewers would like the Boss iced coffee. Maybe you don't like it, but for me, wow, I'm glad that we have a coffee of that caliber in a can. It's just amazing, and nice and strong, that Mountain Blend one, Rainbow Mountain Blend. I really enjoy it. And yeah, obviously though, Brazil out on top with the Brazil Hunt and Brew iced coffee. Thanks for all watching, everyone. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.